Hey, I'm back.
Okay.
I don't know how far we got because I went totally into the meditation, and so I'm not sure where I got dropped.
I lost you a couple of times, so I wasn't sure if I was something else was coming in. So I peeked one time and nothing was coming in, and you were started talking again. So I don't know.
Well, it was an attempt, right, to bring some peace. So, do you want to do it again, or
I think we should go ahead and do it again.
okay? What I will do is I'll go ahead and keep my eyes open so I can see my internet. But we'll go ahead and go to a heart space meditation, take two. So if we just get in a comfortable position and eyes gently closed, with the breath, allow the breath to begin to relax the body, just bringing the awareness to the breath, feeling the body as it expands and contracts. Bringing awareness to the body, noticing any tension or tightness. So I call this breathing into the body, breathing into these areas that might be tense or tight. That when you exhale, that you allow your body to relax just a little bit with each exhalation. Just a little, surrendering to the breath. That as you exhale, there's a little bit more relaxation. Mantra I use is, when I think I've surrendered, I surrender more. So that tension and tightness, you could repeat that to yourself. When I think I've surrendered, I surrender more. Meaning I surrender to relaxation, I surrender to the breath, whatever that might be for you, whatever that meaning might be for you to surrender and allow the body to relax. Now we're going to bring our awareness to our mind, to our head. And in the head is where we have these stories that we've been telling ourselves for so many years. The stories reside in these files, and each file has an experience from the past. These stories that we've been hanging on to lead to an underlying story, which is I'm not loved, I'm not accepted, I'm not good enough. And so just recognizing, maybe bringing to the conscious mind one story, one experience. And this isn't a time to bring forth an experience that is painful to rehash it or relive it. It's just to recognize that that story is there. And this story is leading and connected to, yeah, I'm not good enough, I'm not loved, I'm not accepted. And you may think of a story that's recent, but if you were to connect to a story prior to that and continue connecting similar experience, you'll find that they, and you may not remember, and it's okay, don't go looking for it, but majority of our stories are connected to our childhood before the age of 7. And as a child, you had an experience, you were in a situation, and through observation, you develop this belief that I'm not good enough, I'm not loved, I'm not accepted. And that's what our head tells us. Our head tells us a story, and our head reminds us, probably on a daily basis through our current experiences, that these stories are true. That I'm not loved, I'm not accepted, I'm not good enough. And every day something happens to confirm these stories. So if we take and go from our head into our heart, maybe you place your hand upon your heart center, or even stack your hands on your heart center, and drop down into your heart space and recognize that when we come from the heart space, we come from spirit. And spirit tells a different story. Spirit, from the heart space, we are connected to source. And that source could mean to you universe, God, love, all-knowing, higher self. And source is pure love. Always is, always has been, always will be. And we are part of that source. Spirit, our spirit came from source, and our spirit decided to take physical form. So when we come from our spirit space, our heart space, we hear a different story. And spirit would guide you into allowing you to see yourself as a child, knowing that you perceived a situation from a child's point of view. And you developed this belief that you weren't loved, you weren't accepted, you weren't good enough, you weren't worthy, not valuable. You developed a story from a child's perspective, through a child's eyes, through a child's process, through a child's perception, and carried that information forward to today, to your stories, to your experiences today. But spirit, if you dropped into spirit, come from the heart space, come from a space of love, spirit would explain to you, spirit may say to you that none of that is true. You're an innocent child. And you had to learn this behavior. You had to learn this belief. And it was based on what you observed by the adults around you, by the other people around you, who thought they were doing a good job or living from their belief system, from what they knew, the information and knowledge that they had at that time. And you took on this information and knowledge. You learned to perceive this situation through this story of, I'm not loved, I'm not good enough, I'm not accepted, I'm not worthy, I'm not deserving, whatever that story is. And spirit, love, tells you a different story. From spirit, spirit is love. You are loved. You are loved. You are loved. So you may, from this point forward, have to, several times a day, bring your hand to your heart space and just remind yourself, I am loved and I am loved. And you may have to say that over and over and over again as a reminder. I am loved. I am loved. And that statement encompasses that I'm already accepted. I am already good enough. I am already worthy. I am already deserving. So when those stories come up in your mind, and it keeps reminding you of that old story, then just bring your hand to your heart and remind yourself. Spirit tells me I am loved and I am loved. And this is truth. With that, take a nice deep breath in and release. And a deep breath in and Release. Another deep breath in. Maybe bring awareness to your fingers and toes. Gently open your eyes. Come back to the space that you're in. If you have a journal, you maybe want to write some stuff down, or even sit with this a little longer if you need to. What's your input, Ms. Bev?
One thing that popped up for me is when we say, I don't care. So when we're little, our mom might say, I don't care. I don't care right now. Like, and it wasn't that she didn't care. So from a child's perspective, she did not care. I wasn't worthy. She didn't love me. But from her perspective, it was, I don't care because I can't deal with anything else right now. It's not that I don't care about you. I don't care about this little stuff right now. Like, I mean, that's all she could do at that time. I don't care. But it's like those, we go back to the whole thing, words are power.
Yeah.
When you say that you care, that comes across very uncomfortably, I would say negatively, but it's just more of a contrast thing. And it's like when you see it from a different perspective and you realize that she did care, she just cared the only way that she could, or he could, or whatever.
And
so that's
how many times have you said that to your kids? I know I'm like, I don't care.
Yeah, probably many. And I even know that I've even said it to other family members that were close. Like, I don't care. And at that time, it was just because I had nothing else to give. I couldn't give anymore.
Exactly.
I didn't care about the situation. Since I didn't know, I couldn't fix it. I didn't know what else to do. So just a matter of perspective.
Or it's not my problem, or
yeah,
there was a point in my life where I had no compassion for anybody. So I'm just like, I don't care. That's their shit, right? It's not my problem, right? Yeah, but just saying it to a child, I don't care, meaning like you said, in this moment, I just can't give attention to it.
Exactly. And it's not that the parent didn't care, because the parent, well, I mean,
as a mom, right? As a mom, like, I'm thinking about the bills, I'm thinking about dinner, I'm thinking about getting you in the bath, I'm thinking about, having to clean the house, I'm thinking about what I got to do at work tomorrow. I got all this stuff. I don't care right now that.
Exactly. That's not on my to-do list right now. I don't have, because we're on autopilot. We're not even in the place of listening to our own emotions. So yeah.
So from the child's perspective, it just equated to, oh, she don't care about me, or I'm not important enough, I'm not good enough, I'm not loved, I'm not accepted.
It's true.
So yeah. Yep. And mom was doing the best she knew how to do at that time. She was strung out, man.
It's true. When you think about it, even for me, I was working 40 plus hours a week, and then it's like, then I was running to go. I was the mom that was almost always late to daycare picking up my kids, because I would stay late for the doctor's office, and it's like they would tell me not again. And it's like they gave me a million warnings, and they never did anything about it. But it's like it just was another thing that made me feel bad. Then I was in a rush to get home and get dinner started and baths and homework, and
it's like, and then because as moms, right, we have this list of things in our head, and we need to get all this done before we go to bed, and I just can't fit one more thing on that list. Like, I already have my list. This is what I got to do. Got my blinders on. Don't distract me from that, because I just can't give attention to it right now. Exactly. But a little kid doesn't see that. They don't understand that, right? A 4-year-old's not going to understand that. No. All they hear is, oh, mom don't care about me.
Exactly.
And it's as simple as that. It can be as, I mean, now, we think about it now as an adult, it's just such a minor statement, but from a little child's perspective, that was the whole world. My mom doesn't care about me. Right?
Exactly.
Mom's their world. Mom takes care of them. And here she is, she's saying, I don't care. She doesn't care. Right? So yeah. Interesting.
Yes.
Just another layer of that onion peeling up.
That's right.
All right, sister. Thank you for allowing this process. I hope it's beneficial for other people as well. And it's something you can do many times over. Let's listen to this over and over. So, what a great conversation, always.
Always.
Love it. Any last words?
Just thank you everybody for taking their time to listen, see what resonates.
Yes.
I like to be part of the growth, right? Part of the growth.
Part of the growth.
And
Yeah. Awesome. Well, thank you for being here with me. I always love spending time with you, and I say it every week, and I will say it every time we talk.
thank you.
Such a blessing to have this connection, and so honored. So,
Me too. Thank you very much.
right. And with that, we will see you next week.
Love your face.
Love your face.
Bye.
Bye-bye.